Is Lionel Messi better than Diego Maradona? Who was greater, Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell? And is Tom Brady the NFL's GOAT? None of these discussions can be had without referring to the trophies they lifted. World Cups, championship rings and all that. The problem with that is that it's too simplistic. It's a way out for people who never saw, don't know, or don't care how good a player or a coach was to judge their legacy. Who's Bayern Munich's best ever goalkeeper? It might be Manuel Neuer.
He has won 9 Bundesliga titles along with 2 Champions Leagues.
But then there's Sepp Maier, who won 4 titles and 3 European Cups. And unless you're over 60 and German, you're not likely to have seen more than a handful of clips of Maier. So you fall back on the numbers.
Who's basketball's GOAT? LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Well, Jordan won 6 NBA championships, but if titles are all that matter, then Bill Russell won 11. So surely he's the greatest, right? But by that measure, JaVale McGee is better than Patrick Ewing. Well, obviously, you say, it depends on the quality of his teammates. JaVale has teamed up with Steph Curry and LeBron. And Russell's Celtics were stacked with Hall of Famers. But is Frank Ramsey, the greatest sixth man ever, a 0-time All-Star, getting into the Hall without being a part of 7 titles with Russell? That same attitude leaks into the individual awards. Take football's Ballon d'Or. The best thing that ever happened to that award was it being dominated by Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look at the winners before they came along. Going back to 1995 when it was open to players outside Europe. In World Cup years, the Ballon d'Or always went to the star player from the winning team. In the other years, first almost always went to a player from the team that won La Liga, Serie A, or a major European trophy.
Even in the Messi and Ronaldo years, the winner between those two was whoever's team had won the Champions League or La Liga if neither had. The only exceptions? In 2012, when Messi scored an unbelievable 91 goals in 69 games, and 2013, when Ronaldo scored 66 in 56. And even then, Messi was injured for 2 months. In 2019, Virgil van Dijk nearly beat Messi. After all, Liverpool had won the Champions League. But there's already a prize for being on a team that won the Champions League. It's called the Champions League Trophy. And if you're picking between those two in a one-on-one contest with your life on the line, who are you taking? If you answer Van Dijk, you're lying. Or dying. Of course, the athletes themselves play for team success rather than individual awards. But if titles are the only measure of success, why does anyone who's not on a contender bother? All that creates is a culture where the best players jump to the best teams. They need to lift a trophy so they can secure their legacy. In 2016, Kevin Durant, the NBA MVP 2 years earlier, moved as a free agent to the Golden State Warriors, who had just won a record 73 games the previous season, though stunningly hadn't won the title. He was called a snake, he was called a cupcake, but he won 2 titles with the Warriors. Then what? There has to be something on the other side. Once I won a championship, I realized that my view on this game is really about development, he said recently. It's not about, let's go get this championship. I want to win to experience that stuff. But it's not the end-all be-all of why I play the game. Players moving between teams to chase titles also helps contribute to the chasm between the haves and the have-nots. One that is accentuated in football. As Gareth Bale discovered, trophies are easy to come by when you play for Real Madrid. Not so easy when you play for Tottenham. And nigh on impossible if you play for Southampton. His legacy is therefore heavily skewed towards the one team that in the end didn't want him. And what about Tottenham? Without a trophy since 2008. If the game is only about glory, then have Spurs had no fun at all since then? What about the feeling of going 3-0 up on the reigning European champions, as they did against Madrid in 2017? What about scoring 3 second-half goals, including a last-gasp winner, to go to their first Champions League final in 2019? You can't bottle the feeling Spurs fans would have had on those nights. Winning a trophy is a great memory, but it's just one in a collection of them. Otherwise, Sergio Aguero's last-minute title-winning goal for Manchester City in 2012 would be exactly equal in value to City winning the title again in 2014 or 2018 and 19. But it's not, because the way that trophy was won will live forever.
Thanks for watching. For more great content on all the major stories in world sport, make sure you hit the subscribe button.